Hello everyone, good evening. I'm Shreya Dhondiyal. As always, it is very good to see you. Arvind Kejriwal, ladies and gentlemen, has done what has not been done before. Something that is unprecedented and something that will only escalate from here on. He has gone ahead and declared to the entire world that he is boycotting the judge hearing the excise policy case in the Delhi High Court. Since she refused to recuse herself, Mr. Kejriwal has now informed her that neither he nor his lawyers will be appearing before her. In a 4-page letter to Justice Swarnakanta Sharma, Mr. Kejriwal once again detailed the reasons on why he feels he will not get justice in her court. He then backed it up with a 9-minute, 36-second video message. Take a look.
इस पूरे घटनाक्रम के बाद मेरी आशंका और गहरी हो गई है कि क्या उनके सामने मुझे न्याय मिलेगा। अब मैंने फैसला किया है कि मैं इस केस में जस्टिस स्वर्णकांता जी के कोर्ट में ना तो स्वयं पेश होऊंगा और ना ही मेरी तरफ से कोई वकील पैरवी करेगा। ये बात आज मैंने एक पत्र लिखकर जस्टिस स्वर्णकांता जी को भी सूचित कर दिया है। ये केस जस्टिस स्वर्णकांता शर्मा जी के सामने लगा, तब मेरे मन में एक बहुत बड़ा सवाल उठा, क्या इनके सामने मुझे न्याय मिलेगा। मेरे मन में ये प्रश्न क्यों आया? इसके कई कारण हैं, पर 2 कारण मुख्य हैं। पहला कारण ये कि आरएसएस की जिस विचारधारा वाली सरकार ने झूठे आरोप लगा के मुझे जेल डाला, जज साहिबा ने स्वयं माना है कि उस विचारधारा से जुड़े संगठन अखिल भारतीय अधिवक्ता परिषद के मंचों पे वे कई बार जाती रही हैं। दूसरा कारण कॉन्फ्लिक्ट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट। कोर्ट में मेरे विपक्ष में केंद्र सरकार की सीबीआई है और जस्टिस स्वर्णकांता जी के दोनों बच्चे केंद्र सरकार में काम करते हैं। उनके दोनों बच्चे केंद्र सरकार के वकीलों के पैनल में हैं। हमारे सामने कोर्ट में दूसरी ओर से वकील हैं सॉलिसिटर जनरल श्री तुषार मेहता जी। तुषार मेहता जी दोनों बच्चों को केस देते हैं। उन्हें कितने केस मिलेंगे, कौन से केस मिलेंगे, ये तुषार मेहता जी तय करते हैं। तो किसी के भी मन में ये चिंता स्वाभाविक है कि अगर जज साहिबा के बच्चों की कमाई और उनका भविष्य सामने खड़ा वकील तय कर रहा है, तो क्या जज साहिबा उस वकील के खिलाफ फैसला कर पाएंगी? ऐसी दुविधा के मौके पे बापू ने हमें सत्याग्रह का रास्ता दिखाया। बापू ने कहा था कि जब भी किसी अन्याय का सामना करो तो उसका पहला कदम विरोध नहीं बल्कि बातचीत होना चाहिए। अपनी बात अन्याय करने वाले के सामने पूरी विनम्रता के साथ रखनी चाहिए और उसे सुधारने का पूरा मौका देना चाहिए। सारी कोशिशों के बाद भी अगर न्याय ना मिले तो अंतरात्मा की आवाज सुनो। यदि अंतरात्मा की आवाज कहती है कि न्याय नहीं हुआ, तो शांति और विनम्रता के साथ सत्याग्रह करना चाहिए।
So essentially the arguments that Mr. Kejriwal is making are 3. One, that the judge frequents functions organized by the RSS affiliated Akhil Bharatiya Adhivakta Parishad. So the implication is that she's inclined towards the RSS and therefore the BJP. Her defense in this case is this was a non-political event and she was invited to speak on legal matters. She says merely because I was invited to deliver a lecture cannot be a basis to insinuate political bias. Then the second issue. The second issue is that of conflict of interest. Mr. Kejriwal is pointing out to the fact that both children of Justice Sharma are government impaneled lawyers, which becomes a problem because Solicitor General Tushar Mehta, who is arguing the case against Mr. Kejriwal in Justice Sharma's court, is the one who gives her children the cases. So Mr. Kejriwal is arguing, how can he expect impartiality from the judge? In turn, Justice Sharma has argued that in her 30 years, only Mr. Kejriwal has put that allegation on her. She says a litigant cannot dictate the life and work choices of a judge's children and that Mr. Kejriwal has no proof linking the case, current case, excise case, with her children. Then, And lastly, Mr. Kejriwal is also saying that at least 6 times in the past, matters related to the CBI's FIR came up in her court, but not once did she give anyone from the Aam Aadmi Party any relief. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Kejriwal may have his reasons to go forum shopping or bench hunting, as it is called, but question arises, can an accused decide who will hear his case? The BJP is accusing the Aam Aadmi Party of dragging politics in the courtroom and worse.
पहले अरविंद केजरीवाल ने हिट एंड रन प्रोपेगेंडा फैलाया जस्टिस स्वर्णकांता शर्मा के खिलाफ, और जब उनकी याचिका खारिज हो गई, जब जुडिशरी उनके सामने झुकी नहीं, तो अब कहते हैं कि मैं महात्मा गांधी जी के सत्याग्रह मॉडल पर काम करते हुए उनके सामने अपीयर नहीं हूँगा क्योंकि मुझे जुडिशरी में फेथ नहीं है। पहले तो महात्मा गांधी जी का अपमान मत कीजिए। महात्मा गांधी तो शराब के खिलाफ थे, आपने शराब घोटाला किया। जब कोई संवैधानिक संस्था उनके हिसाब से काम ना करे या उन्हें एक ऐसा वर्डिक्ट दे जो उनके खिलाफ हो, चुनाव हो या जुडिशरी हो, तो वो उसका अपमान करते हैं, उसके ऊपर सवाल चिन्ह खड़े करते हैं और डाउट क्रिएट करते हैं। ये इनकी स्टैंडर्ड ऑपरेटिंग प्रोसीजर बन चुकी है।
कोई अपराधी ये तय नहीं कर सकता कि उसका मुकदमा कौन सुनेगा, कौन सा न्यायालय सुनेगा, लेकिन अरविंद केजरीवाल इस बात को भली भांति जानते हैं कि एक्साइज घोटाले में, शराब घोटाले में वो दोषी हैं। उन्होंने चोरी की है, भ्रष्टाचार किया है, लूट किया है, लेकिन उस पूरे विषय को राजनीतिक रंग देने का प्रयास वो माननीय न्यायाधीश पे निजी टिप्पणियां करके कर रहे हैं। अब वो कह रहे हैं कि हम गांधी जी के रास्ते पे चलेंगे। मैं अरविंद केजरीवाल से एक सवाल पूछना चाहता हूँ, आपको महात्मा गांधी जी ने कहा था कि शराब का घोटाला करो, आपको गांधी जी ने कहा था कि शराब की तस्करी करो, आपको गांधी जी ने कहा था कि शराब की दलाली करो, आपको गांधी जी ने कहा था कि शराब की नीति बदल कर उसमें पैसे कमाओ, ये चोरी करो। अरविंद केजरीवाल, तुम महात्मा गांधी का नाम भी बदनाम कर रहे हो, गांधी जी के समाधि स्थल को राजनीतिक नौटंकी का हथियार बना रहे हो, तुम महात्मा गांधी का नाम लेकर पूरे देश का अपमान कर रहे हो।
अगर कोई भी आम आदमी होता तो आम आदमी क्या करता? उसके अगेंस्ट में कोई ऑर्डर आता है तो आम आदमी अपील फाइल करता है, हायर कोर्ट में जाता है और जो भी ऑर्डर आता है वो उस पर बाइंडिंग होता है। पर केजरीवाल जी खास आदमी हैं। वो कहते हैं कि अगर उनके खिलाफ में ऑर्डर आया है वो अपील फाइल नहीं करेंगे, वो प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस करेंगे, वो प्रेस स्टेटमेंट जारी करेंगे, वो कोर्ट को बॉयकॉट करेंगे, यानी माय वे और हाईवे। और वो कहते हैं कि हम जज को चेंज करेंगे, आई वॉन्ट जज ऑफ माई चॉइस। ऐसा होता नहीं है। भारत के क्रिमिनल जस्टिस सिस्टम में यू कैन नॉट हैव जज ऑफ योर चॉइस।
जस्टिस स्वर्णकांता जी वो हैं जिन्होंने एक्साइज पॉलिसी के मामले में 6 बार हमारे खिलाफ फैसला दिया और सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने उस फैसले को बदला। आप आरएसएस के कार्यक्रमों में जाती हैं तो ऐसे जज से आप न्याय की क्या उम्मीद करेंगे?
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the law gives a litigant the right to request a recusal if he is afraid of a particular judge. But can a litigant dictate who hears his case? And how is it okay to boycott one court and then go knocking to another court? Either you believe in the judiciary or you don't believe in the judiciary. Have Arvind Kejriwal's apprehensions got the better of him? That's the question I'm asking this evening. My guests, thank you all very much for being here. All of you lawyers, by the way, Charu Pragya, spokesperson of the BJP, thank you very much. Advocate Harsh Dhaiya is a political analyst. Thank you very much. Batting on the BJP's team this evening, I believe. Thank you very much, Harsh. Dr. Anmol Panwar back on the show with us, spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party, has a tough subject at hand to defend his boss on. Advocate Arshpreet Khadial, spokesperson of the Congress. It'll be interesting to see what side he's taking today. Ladies and gentlemen, first things first, here's an advice and a request as well. The matter is sensitive. It relates to the court. So I request all of you to be very careful with your words here. None of us wants a contempt of court notice. I certainly don't. You guys can fight your own case. Who will fight the case for me? So just be very careful with what you say. Advocate Anmol Panwar, can I ask you this flat on? You know, you can boycott many things. You can boycott a film, you can boycott a restaurant. In the olden days, when we were fighting for our independence, we boycotted British goods. In this day and age, we can boycott Chinese goods. How can you boycott an Indian court? Mane, who gave Mr. Arvind Kejriwal this idea that he can boycott a court and a judge?
Good evening, Shreya ji. Shreya ji, with utmost respect to the judiciary of our country and the Honorable Justice Swarnakanta Sharma. Today, Arvind Kejriwal ji, the former Chief Minister of Delhi, wrote a letter to her stating that guided by the principles, by the Gandhian principles, out of there's no anger, there's no distrust, there's no intent of
Advocate Panwar.
confrontation.
Now you will say
Instead,
that
he
I am
requested-
interrupting you within the first
he
minute of you
requested- just a
speaking.
minute, just-
You are saying this was without anger, this is without distrust. This is full of mistrust. You don't trust the judge, so you want her to recuse. She said no, now you're saying you're boycotting her. My question is not on the letter he has written. I've read out for our viewers the letter he has written. The text is on our screens as well. I want to ask you, when was the last time you heard of anyone boycotting a court? Who does it?
Shreya ji, the reason why he wrote this letter is because the principle of justice system is that justice must not only be done, but also seen to be done. There are two instances which indicates a genuine apprehension of bias in his mind. The first one is that today at the center we have a government which follows the ideology of Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh. Our leader is staunchly
What is
against
the
that ideology.
I mean, they go on and on
and
about
he
ideology.
was
Sorry, we are
framed
interrupting. What
in
is
this
the
false
ideology
and
that are against
fabricated.
the RSS?
You must not interrupt. No.
Charu, ek minute.
They-
Let's
no,
first hear
no,
the
they're
argument.
getting
Now,
that.
before
Let
you
me
counter
complete.
an
Have some
argument, you have to
decency.
hear an argument.
Have some decency.
है ना, बोलिए बोलिए. Advocate Panwar, but make it quick, please. आज 22 मिनट ही हैं
he's
शो में.
So,
Rambling.
yes, the same, certainly, the same government foisted a false and fabricated case against a leader, put him behind bar, and the same judge attended 4 events, 4 RSS events. She has admitted that. Secondly, the advocate appearing for CBI is Mr. Tushar Mehta. Both the children of the honorable judge are on the panel of central government. Mr. Tushar Mehta allocates cases to both her children, and more than 5,904 cases have been marked in last 3 years. So that is the second reason of apprehension of bias. And the Honorable Supreme Court in Ranjit Kumar versus Union of India very categorically said that if there's genuine apprehension of bias in the mind of litigant, he can seek a recusal. There's no need to prove it.
Mr.
Evidence की जरूरत
Kejriwal
नहीं
did
है.
seek a
Apprehension of
Mr.
bias होना
Kejriwal
जरूरी है.
did seek a
And-
recusal. The judge heard him out. She even said, you know, you will make a very good lawyer. But she said, I don't agree with you. This is just apprehension of bias. There's no proof of bias. This is just apprehension of bias. So I will not abdicate my duty. So the matter is settled. She refuses
Yes.
to recuse. Now you
Yes,
have a legal remedy.
You've got it.
You can go to the Supreme
got it
Court.
right.
You don't go to the Supreme Court. You write these open letters. Then you do one. Then you don't even do a press conference. You give out a 6-minute long bite.
Shreya ji, the apprehension of bias is not speculative or fanciful. We have very categorically
ठीक है.
stated that. In fact, we are exploring the remedy to approach the Honorable Supreme Court. The Honorable Leader has stated in his letter itself, हम तो Supreme Court की तैयारी कर रहे हैं. And he has also stated that we have utmost respect for the judiciary. This is the same judiciary which has granted discharge to all the 23 accused, citing that there's no evidence, there's no money trail, there's not a single penny which has been recovered in the so-called false and fabricated liquor scam in which we have been falsely implicated by the central government.
अच्छा, ठीक है.
And as far as your question is concerned, उन्होंने तो ये कहा है कि भाई आप किसी भी जज के सामने लगा दीजिए. हमें तो पूरा विश्वास है जुडिशरी पे.
Okay. Charu, would you want to respond, come in and respond here? The one specific charge is conflict of interest. See, this RSS association is a bit dodgy because I have gone to a couple of RSS functions. Does it mean I adhere to the RSS ideology? I don't think so. I'm sure friends from the Congress have invited you over for their parties. If you go, does it mean that you adhere to the Congress ideology? So that's a bit of a dodgy thing. But this, this conflict of interest part does seem to have some merit. How do you respond to that?
No. Shreya, now I heard out Anmol in great detail. He's a lawyer. In fact, everybody on the panel today is a lawyer, as you pointed out. I have 2 straight questions. One, I am noticing a pattern in the response of Aam Aadmi Party. And 2, if you had an issue with Justice Swarnkanta ji, why did you not write an application of exemption from appearing today and then go in for a judicial remedy which is available to you, which is appealing to the Supreme Court? Simple question to you. Now, why would you write an open letter like that and issue this long press bite? There's only one reason. You want to create drama as usual. You are not looking for a judicial remedy at all, because had you been looking for a judicial remedy, you had an immediate remedy where you can file an application of exemption from appearance. And number two, you appeal to the Supreme Court. And while your appeal could be pending in the Supreme Court, you are allowed to not turn up for this hearing today. Tell me the reason behind this drama. That's one question. Question number two to Arvind Kejriwal. Notice the pattern. When ED started issuing summons, 9 summons were ignored one after the other, Shreya. 9 summons. Does a person who have nothing to hide behave in that manner? After that, you're casting aspersions on a judge because one lower court said nobody killed Jessica. This is like that only, na? So why does our CAG report talk about a loss of revenue of over 2,000 crore to the exchequer? So where has this money gone? It has to be investigated. Investigation is on. A lower court passes an order, fine. You are applauding the lower court. But if a higher court is disagreeing with that order, the judge is at fault. Here, the accused is going to decide when the judge is right and when the judge is not right, and you are judging the judge. You're judging the judge in public, and she responded to you in public. Tell me, which point of yours was not answered in detail by the Honorable Justice? None. Let me add one more thing. Here, they love these comparisons with Shahid Bhagat Singh, with Mahatma Gandhi ji. They're calling it a satyagrah. Since when is contempt of court a satyagrah? And it's not even laughable anymore because you've lost complete relevance. You're not even an MLA today. You're not even welcome in the state of Punjab today. So with your loss of relevance, this is your response. Casting aspersions on our honorable judiciary time and time again just because all of them are in alignment that this case needs to be taken further.
Advocate Panwar, here's the simple question. The Rouse Avenue Court very clearly has given a clean chit to Mr. Kejriwal and others in the Aam Aadmi Party, right? They are saying there was not a shred of proof. In fact, the officer who investigated the case himself needs to be investigated, right? So there is not a shred of proof, according to the Rouse Avenue Court, that has seen all the material that has been produced by the CBI and the ED. My point is, this is the same material that this judge will look at as well. If there is no proof, any case against Arvind Kejriwal, Manish Sisodhi and the rest, why be afraid of the judge? इतना blatant bias तो कोई भी नहीं दिखाएगा ना, जिस तरह से आप लोग बोल रहे हैं और सोच रहे हैं. अगर आप clean हैं तो clean हैं, अगर आपके hands dirty हैं तो dirty हैं, काम खत्म.
Shreya ji, there's a serious conflict of interest, as you pointed out, and the reason of writing this letter is strengthening of judiciary and to prevent its weakening. The BJP spokesperson said that you should have availed legal remedy.
Well?
Why are you? Just a minute. Because they usually forget the principle laid by the Honorable Supreme Court. कि न्याय केवल होना नहीं चाहिए, होते हुए दिखना भी चाहिए. That is the point. Listen to what he said.
कि यदि मैं जस्टिस स्वर्णकांता जी के रिफ्यूजल ऑर्डर से असहमत हूं, तो उसके खिलाफ सुप्रीम कोर्ट क्यों नहीं जा रहा? उसकी तैयारी कर रहा हूं. ये पूरा मामला बहुत नाजुक और संवेदनशील है. कानून को ध्यान में रखते हुए, जुडिशरी के सम्मान को ध्यान में रखते हुए और लोगों के न्याय व्यवस्था पर भरोसे को ध्यान में रखते हुए
आप सम्मान कर सकते हैं.
Secondly,
आप सम्मान कर सकते हैं, but your actions are saying there is no सम्मान, and God knows that the judiciary in this country is far from perfect. That is not my argument here.
No,
but if your argument is, that the children, both the son and the daughter of Justice Swarnakanta Sharma are government impaneled lawyers, ऐसे में तो Justice Swarnakanta will not be able to hear any of the cases that is linked to the government of India, simply because the largest litigant in this country is who? The government.
Should I give you some of the instances where the honorable judges have recused? Madhya Pradesh High Court 2024, Justice Sujoy Paul, Justice Atul Sridharan, same High Court transferred because his elder daughter was practicing. Justice V. Sivaram Nair of the Kerala High Court.
Divert with another argument. ये नहीं चलेगा. Everyone is a lawyer here. I'm not a lawyer, but everyone here is a lawyer. तो ये चलेगा नहीं. Advocate Panwar. Anyhow, no, listen, I understand the points that are being made, and the points that are being made may have some merit as well. Advocate Advocate Harsh Dhaya, the question is, ठीक है. I mean, I don't know the last time when anyone, forget a neta, decided to boycott the court and a particular judge, and I'm sure this will invite contempt of court if I'm not mistaken. But Arvind Kejriwal has raised some points which may have merit. Again, I'm saying I don't see this RSS association as a very valid point because it seems to be a slightly dodgy argument. But the argument of conflict of interest does stand, and it does seem to have some degree of merit, though, you know, Justice Sharma has responded to it. I think advocate from the Aam Aadmi Party wanted to point out that there are many judges who have recused from cases if the litigants have been uncomfortable. Why couldn't Justice Sharma do the same? Problem kya thi? Many judges recuse themselves from cases that, you know, they may be linked with or their families may be linked with.
Shreya ji, I'll put forward just 3-4 points. You know, first of all, to my brother Anmol Pawar and to Arvind Kejriwal ji, you know what they are thinking? Ki they are like those IPL team owners who are saying to the BCCI, either my team will win or I'll boycott the complete tournament. I'll not play at all. You have to make me win, otherwise I'll not play. In his letter, what he has stated that he's not just gonna boycott the court of Justice Swarnakanta Sharma, but also the cases where the union government is involved. And secondly, where from the opposite side our respected Solicitor General Tushar Mehta ji is appearing. Ab main to ye kahunga, this is a badge of honor for Tushar Mehta ji that, you know, someone who is an accused in such a serious matter, he's so scared of you that he's refusing to appear if you are the opposing counsel in that particular matter. First. Second thing, you know, they have raised a lot of apprehensions on the court of Justice Swarnakanta Sharma ji. See, I'm showing these are the orders of the court in this particular matter, and in this, I do have the final judgment on their application as well. The 115-page judgment, I've gone through all of it. You know, they have raised so many questions. You know, Kejriwal again and again says that on the first date of the hearing of this particular criminal revision petition being filed by the CBI, the court made some observations and court has given an order that is not favorable to the respondents. I want to ask how. The court has not stayed the discharge order of the trial court? No, they have not. They have only stayed the observations made against the CBI officer who is the investigating officer. And the court has justified that. How? The court says that in case they had not stayed it and some action was taken against the CBI officer and the court's observation would have been different, then that injustice couldn't have been undone. First. And second thing, you know, when they say that, you know, when he compares that, you know, several judges have recused or several judges have sought transfer, you know, those were the cases. I know the cases my brother Anmol Pawar is referring to. Those were the cases when the kids were, you know, practicing in the same high court and the kids were not financially capable of moving to another city and practicing over there. So these judges said that instead of my kid going to another city, please transfer me to some other high court. And you know, I can give you several instances of Punjab and Haryana High Court. Just one last thing. Ji, I can give you several instances. I don't want to name the people.
The point is, in a large section within the Aam Aadmi Party, the liquor gate has been seen as a concoction of the BJP to try and finish the Aam Aadmi Party, right? So this is a political case. The fact is, Arvind,
by Congress. The FIR was registered by the Congress.
Correct. And the BJP did a very good job doing what it did. Now, Harsh Dhaya, एक minute. Harsh Dhaya, the fact is that Arvind Kejriwal has spent an enormous amount of time in jail. So has Manish Sisodia. So have a lot of other Aam Aadmi Party leaders. ठीक है. So is the case political? You can say the case is political because the Rouse Avenue court very clearly has said there was no evidence against these guys, right? And essentially have given them a clean sheet. Now, if there is an apprehension that there will be an attempt to ensure that justice is not delivered, if there is that apprehension, again, I'm asking you, what is the problem in the judge saying, okay, you have this apprehension, it's in your head, I am clean, I'm not biased, but if you feel so, let me recuse myself. Isme problem kya thi?
Shreya, this is a catch-22 situation wherein if the judge recuses, they will say, see, we were right, the judge is biased.
Correct.
If she doesn't recuse, they will say that the judge is biased. So
Good
both
point.
the things are going to happen anyway. And the second thing, they have legal remedies left with them. They can go and challenge this order in Supreme Court. Okay, first. The second most important point I want to make, and I want the viewers to listen very carefully. They had filed a transfer petition in the Supreme Court, which they had withdrawn during the pendency of this particular application because they want to create these theatrics drama.
Okay.
They can file a transfer petition.
But this is very dangerous drama.
Why are they
To
not
my
doing
mind,
it?
this is very dangerous drama if it is drama, Ashpreet Khadial.
Just
Where
one
does the
last
Congress
point.
party stand on it? Ruk jao ek minute. Let's get in Ashpreet in.
Thank you. See, first and foremost, the precedent that Mr. Kejriwal has tried to set today is an extremely dangerous precedent. I want to point it out because what if other people would also start doing, if they were also to start doing the same thing? If they were also to say that we will not appear before the court, our lawyer would not appear before the court, and we have no faith in you, we have no expectation and hope of justice, what would it do to our country? It would spread lawlessness, it would spread anarchy, and this ought to be dealt with very strictly. An example ought to be made out that nobody can question the judiciary. Nobody can assume themselves to be judge, jury, and executioner, say whatever they want to say. While the matter was sub judice, Mr. Kejriwal started a trial by media. He did a press conference, gave a bite. We want to understand it from Mr. Kejriwal and the Aam Aadmi Party. You, one, have done a contempt of court. Second, you've tried to play a victim card. You want to gain sympathy out of this. You have politicized the entire matter. You have tried to politicize the judiciary. Before this also, when Mr. Kejriwal appeared in person, he argued for hours. Usually, I feel a lot more justice has been done to Mr. Kejriwal because usually when we appear before the High Court and the Supreme Court, we get minutes only, Shreya. That is how much time is given to a case. But in Mr. Kejriwal's case, so much time was given to him, yet he's not satisfied. Now look at his double standards and the double standards of Aam Aadmi Party. When they got relief, one last point please. When they got relief from the trial court, Shreya, they said, we have full faith in the judiciary. We have won. When they did not get relief from the Honorable High Court, their recusal application was dismissed. Then they say, oh, we have no faith, we will not appear before the trial court, before the High Court. So my request to the Aam Aadmi Party is you cannot pick and choose because Shreya, in every case, there are two parties. One is to win, one is to lose. One would be happy, one would be disappointed.
I will just say this. This is, I don't know the last time when anyone decided to boycott a court and a judge. We have entered unprecedented, uncharted territory. We'll just have to see how the judge now reacts to this, how the High Court reacts to this, and more importantly, how the Supreme Court reacts to it. We'll leave it there for the moment. I'm going to thank all of you for joining us this evening. Thank you very much. This was a good discussion. Thank you.